morning friends. Today I will be showing you how to simply draw a brachial plexus. So today's topic is brachial plexus. So brachial plexus, it is a bunch of nerve fibers which mainly originates in the neck. So it has mainly 5 parts. So to remember those 5 parts, there's a mnemonic. It's read that damn cadaver book. So here we have to remember the first letters R, T, D, C and B. So for R, it means root. So the brachial plexus, it mainly starts or it mainly forms from the cervical spinal nerves, that is C5, C6, C7, C8 and T1. C5, C6, C7, C8 and T1. So these are the roots. Okay. So now this C5 and C6 spinal cervical spinal nerve, they will unite and they will form the upper trunk. C7, it will continue as it is and it will form the middle trunk, and C8 and T1, they will unite and form the lower trunk. So see, R, it stands for root, then T, it stands for trunk. These are the parts of the brachial plexus. Now we will name it as, so this is the upper trunk, this is the middle trunk, and this is the lower trunk. Now this trunk, they will divide into anterior part and posterior division. So see, R for root, T for trunk, and then D, it will be division. So the upper trunk, it will divide into anterior and posterior. Okay. Similarly, the middle trunk, it will divide into anterior and posterior. Similarly, the lower trunk, it will also divide into anterior and posterior division. Now we'll just differentiate the anterior and the posterior division. See, I'm using the red sketch pen to show the anterior part. This is the anterior, right? Anterior, and here is anterior, and I am using the light blue sketch pen to show the posterior division. So what is this? These are the divisions. I will just write at the above. So this is anterior, then this is anterior, this is posterior, this is posterior, this is posterior division, and this is anterior division. Now the anterior division of the upper trunk and the middle trunk, it will form the lateral cord. The posterior division of the middle trunk and the upper trunk, it will form the posterior cord, and the anterior trunk of the lower trunk, the anterior division of the lower trunk, it will form the medial cord. So we'll just write down. So this is the lateral cord, this is the posterior cord, and this is the medial cord. So once again, the anterior divisions of the upper and the middle trunk will form the lateral cord. The posterior division of the upper and the middle trunk will form the posterior cord, and the anterior division of the lower trunk, it will form the medial cord. So this will term as cords. This is the cord of the brachial plexus. Now then comes B for branches. So to remember the branches, you could use the mnemonic MARMU, M-A-R-M-U. So it's weird, but you can use this term, you can use this mnemonic to remember this branches. So now the last part, that is B for branches. This is the last part of the brachial plexus, branches. Okay, so see, the lateral cord, it will form the branch. Okay, so we will name it as musculocutaneous nerve. Then the posterior cord, it will divide into two. So first, so M for musculocutaneous nerve, A for axillary nerve, and R for radial nerve. Then the lateral cord and the medial cord, they will join the lateral cord and the medial cord. They will join and form the median nerve. Median nerve. And this medial cord, it will further have the U, that is ulnar nerve. Ulnar nerve. So see, M for musculocutaneous nerve, A for axillary nerve, R for radial nerve, M for the median nerve, and U for the ulnar nerve. So these are the major branches of the brachial plexus. Now we will see the minor branches. So see here, the C5, C6 and C7, they will, from here the nerve, long thoracic nerve, it emerges. Which? Long thoracic nerve. From C5 from the root C5, here emerges the dorsal scapular nerve. Dorsal scapular nerve. From the upper trunk, two nerves originate. First is the suprascapular nerve. Suprascapular nerve, and second is nerve to subclavius. Suprascapular nerve and nerve to subclavius. From the lateral cord, here originates the lateral pectoral nerve. Which lateral pectoral nerve? From the posterior cord, mainly three nerves originate. So first is the upper subscapular nerve, and last is lower subscapular nerve, and the middle one is thoracodorsal nerve. Right? First is upper subscapular nerve, second is thoracodorsal nerve, and last is lower subscapular nerve. From the medial cord also originates the three nerves. First is medial pectoral nerve, then second is medial cutaneous nerve of forearm, and last is the third nerve, that is medial cutaneous nerve of arm. So medial pectoral nerve, then medial cutaneous nerve of forearm, and last is medial cutaneous nerve of arm. So these are the minor branches. So I will just write the minor branches once. Minor branches. So first is long thoracic nerve, then dorsal long thoracic nerve, dorsal scapular nerve, then suprascapular nerve, then nerve to subclavius, then lateral pectoral nerve, then there is no space, I will just revise it once. So long thoracic nerve, dorsal scapular nerve. From the upper trunk originates two nerve, that is the suprascapular nerve and nerve to subclavius. From the lateral cord, there is one, that is lateral pectoral nerve. Then posterior cord, it has mainly three minor branches, that is the upper subscapular nerve, second is the thoracodorsal nerve, then lower subscapular nerve. These are the minor branches of the posterior cord. And the minor branches of the medial cord, it is medial pectoral nerve, then medial cutaneous nerve of forearm, and medial cutaneous nerve of arm. And these are the major branches. These are the major branches. Okay.